So you've been following the keto basics, you've been intermittent fasting, you're doing great, and then all of a sudden a holiday, a birthday, or just stress gets to you and you feel like you failed. Welcome to part 3 of the 4-part video series. Welcome back to Transformative Moments with Laura. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. This channel is all about health, wellness, and whatever I do to improve my life, I'd like to share with you. Today is part 3 of the 4-part video series. We are going to talk about what happens when you go off plan. So let's get started. You're feeling good. You are moving along. You're feeling like things are going great. The weight is starting to come off. And then all of a sudden, you've got a birthday, you've got a holiday party, you've got a picnic, you go out to dinner, and you just don't know how you're going to handle it. Or you've already fallen off the wagon and you binge ate, or you fell into a birthday cake or something. And what do you do now? So truly, you haven't failed at anything. You are human. That's what we do. We cannot follow strict parameters all the time, every day, day in, day out. We are bound to have life happen. That's just the way it works. The true meaning of success is getting back on that way of eating. So with keto, if you, like I said, if you fall into a birthday cake, okay, it happened, move on. Next meal is going to be a keto meal, or next day is, you're going to start over and follow the keto basics and just move on. It's something that you need to decide whether or not you're going to be able to move on from. The only failure in this entire scenario is if you don't get back on the horse. If you don't think that you can actually be successful at whatever it is that you're doing. So that goes on with every area of our lives, right? It doesn't matter if we fall off track. If we can right our course and get back on track and keep moving, we have moved ahead and we have shown success. There is no such thing as failure in that scenario. So the biggest thing is, if you know that you are having a birthday come up, or you know there's a holiday party come up, my best advice is to plan. You plan to go off plan. You don't just open up and eat all the things, because that is where you start to feel bad about yourself. That's not what we want. We want you to know, okay, I'm going to have a birthday party for my child, and I plan on having birthday cake. So that is what you plan on doing, and you stick to that. You had life happen and you enjoyed your birthday party, and then the next meal or the next day, however, wherever that is falling in your day, you get back to keto basics, and it's a blip on the radar. We all didn't get overweight by just having one piece of birthday cake or one baked potato or whatever it is that you feel like you're going off plan for. That's the most important thing to remember, is that if we plan it and we put it into our day and we know it's coming and we stick to that plan, you've already succeeded. There is no failure there. Now, falling into a birthday cake and then the next day and then the next day, then it's time to take a step back and really reevaluate what you are doing, so that you can get back on the horse. But once again, the only time it's failure is if you stop trying. I failed a multiple amount of times. Failing moves you forward in your life. There are so many things from our failures that we can learn from, and we just need to keep moving forward. My experiences. So I might get some hate from people for saying this, and I might not, I don't know. But I can honestly say that since July 22nd of 2019, I have not had a taste of regular birthday cake, anything sugar filled. I have not had real sugar in my body since July 21st of 2019. When I decided to go on the keto diet, it was just something that I cut out of my life. Now, will I say that I haven't gone off track? Absolutely not. I have gone off track. I have actually had many times where I felt like I just couldn't stop eating. I would binge eat. I would get stressed out, and I would fall back to food as my coping mechanism. However, I don't keep many things in our house that I could really even binge on that would have sugar in it. So I don't worry about binging on other things. Plus, I've lost my taste for most of those things. I don't look for sugar-filled items in the house. But when I say I binge eat, I just continually eat. Whether it's some of my vices, honestly, are sugar-free whipped cream. That's a huge one for me. And keto sweets. So I do often have some type of keto sweet in the house, or I have the ability to make myself keto sweets, and I can easily go off the deep end on those. And I mean, quite frankly, I believe it was last week or the week before, I've been having a lot of stress at my current position. And it has really made things difficult on me and my mental psyche. And so I have had a couple of days in the past couple of weeks where I ate everything I could get my hands on. And it is what it is. But my next meal, my next day, I rein things back in. I get my mental focus back that we talked about in my very first video. The mental focus is so, so important. It really puts me back into place, and okay, I remember my goals, I remember what I need to do, and I move forward from there. I don't beat myself up about it like I used to years ago. I don't feel guilty about it. I just move on. I will tell you that I have, working up to this video, I've been thinking about my son's wedding in August. Will I have a piece of wedding cake? I think I am going to have a piece of wedding cake. That is my son's wedding. I'm going to partake in something traditional. I will plan for it. I will know I'm going to do it, and I will move on. Am I nervous? I kind of am. And the reason why I am is because I haven't had sugar. I haven't had flour. I haven't had any of those things. And by that time, it'll be a little bit more than 2 full years that I've been eating ketogenically. So I am a little nervous, but you know what? It's one moment in time. I'm not going to gain all my weight back because I took a piece of wedding cake and I enjoyed it at my son's wedding. So I just wanted to put this out there in this video. I feel like this video is very important, but I also don't want to put so much importance on it that folks focus on it. But it's really important to really think about what failure is on any way of eating, and especially the ketogenic way. I want you to think about, okay, I went off plan, let's move on. And that's it. That's all you need to do. There is no dwelling, there's no guilt, there's no feeling of failure. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and move on. I hope you found value in this video, and if you did, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And I thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.